Are we ready?
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? Oh, I'm ready. Okay. All right. Thanks for being here, Frozen. Please introduce yourself for the people who don't know you.
Hello, guys. I'm David Czernianski, known as Frozen. I've been in MOUZ for almost 3 years now. And yeah, I'm a nice guy.
So we're sitting here because you just extended your contract with MOUZ long term. You probably know some people might ask why you would do that. Can you maybe explain why you decided to extend your contract with MOUZ?
Yep, well, there was a lot of things to consider. Obviously, there had been like other offers, but sticking with MOUZ was something that I felt in my heart was the right thing to do at the moment. So I just stick with my gut feeling and I went for it. And at the other hand, like the lineup has a big potential in my opinion. People are very open-minded and yeah, there is just a lot of room to improve every day.
Can you maybe outline some of the reasons? Like, I don't know, of course, there are some points that you cannot talk about, like maybe the salary or stuff like that. But is there like any reasons that you felt like, okay, MOUZ is the spot to be for me right now?
I think, I mean, as I said, like it was something that I felt in my heart. Also, like I know the MOUZ organization for some time now, since I've been here. So yeah, I mean, it just felt natural to do it, and yeah.
I mean, you had a chance with tier one tournaments really early, thanks to MOUZ as well, giving you a chance. I mean, nowadays it might be easier with the Academy League and everything, but back then it was quite hard, right? I think because of that, people might forget that you are still 19 years old, correct? Yeah,
Yeah.
19 years old. Um, so would you say you are still like a youngster, up and coming player, or more like a veteran?
Well, it depends how you look at it. If you look at it like in our lineup, I'm probably one of the veterans here with MBK as well. But if you look at it age-wise, I'm still a young guy, and at the other hand, like I've been playing for a long time already. Yeah, I've been playing tournaments since I was 15, maybe even less, and I've been always playing in the teams. I'm I'm not like just the FPL guy. Teams has always been something that I've been into, and yeah, I'm still young and.
But how do you feel personally? Do you feel like a veteran?
Not really though. Like obviously I have some experiences on lands, but there is always room to improve, always room to learn something new, and yeah, definitely not veteran. I'm a bit experienced, but that's it.
I mean, just to put it into perspective, if we would play you in the NXT lineup, you would be the second youngest in that lineup, which is crazy to think about, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, MOUZ has like a really good track record of bringing up stars, right? Like if one star leaves, the next star is coming up. Um, with Rob's leaving now, most people will think that you will be the one stepping up. Do you feel like the pressure of you performing now is different than it was before?
Well, I don't think the pressure is different since I'm still gonna have the same roles that I used to have, and I'm never gonna be the same player as Robs is because I'm just not a lurker guy, so to say. I'm always in the face, always try to do something aggressive, and yeah, I don't feel the pressure. But obviously, I need to perform. But yeah, I mean it's fine. I think.
Mm. So you said you feel like the role inside the game didn't change much. How about outside of the game? Do you feel like you have to take more responsibility since some people left?
I don't think I'm taking like more responsibility than I used to because I always was very vocal in what we should do and always expressing my opinions. So I'm just doing what I was always doing, helping out, either if it's opinion about the game or helping inside the game with mid-round calling and such. Yeah, I'm just doing still the same thing that I was doing, maybe a bit more with a bit more knowledge now.
So no changes for you, pressure-wise or role-wise.
No, still the same.
Most people obviously hear that teams are boot camping. Can you maybe walk us through like a typical bootcamp day?
Typical bootcamp day. Well, I think it's good to know like what bootcamp you're coming from, because like in my opinion there are like two types of bootcamps. If you're a starting lineup, then first bootcamp should be more like team bonding related, where you're trying to get to know each other, like what the guy doesn't like, what he likes. You can also learn how to talk to the guy. But then I guess the normal bootcamp day would be obviously starting day with theory, practices, play 2 or 3 games, have a break, eat a lunch. Obviously, while we have a lunch, we always try to discuss as much as possible. And when you're together, I feel like it's always good to use the time wisely. And yeah, I think it's important that you basically just get the connection between each other when you have the chance. Because like the COVID also makes it harder for new lineups, in my opinion, to like get to know each other, since also like the bootcamps were not possible before. So yeah, I think just having the practice and maybe getting some dinner together, like just making the team more connected.
Let's be more specific. What time do you wake up? What time does a bootcamp day end usually?
I guess it's different for every team, but our day starts, or at least my day starts something before 10. That's when I'm starting to wake up, get a shower, get clothing on, and then go directly to the office. On the way to the office, I usually get a breakfast. And once I get to the office, I eat and make sure that I'm prepared for the day. So either that means warm up or watch some demos, or just whatever I need to have done. I always try to have it done before. And yeah, from that on, like we have theory, we practice. I said there is a break, and yeah, that is pretty much it. Like we always start with theory and then practice.
And what time do you usually end or go back to the hotel?
I think this is a bit different from player to player, because somebody likes to stay late. Somebody wants to go to the hotel earlier, but it's fine. Like it's always up to the players. For me, or what I can tell is like I would always go back around 10, 11. Of course, if I had everything, if I have done everything that I needed.
So you've been here for 2 weeks now with the current lineup. How did the bootcamp went?
I think the bootcamp went pretty good overall, since for what I can tell, like we had fun, and also it has been very productive bootcamp. So in my opinion, or at least from my POV, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the time with the guys, and to be honest, I'm looking forward to the upcoming tournaments.
So you met, I guess you met MOUZ and Dexter before, but probably not Torsi and NBK. Was there anything that surprised you about them when you were like here with them?
I think about Torsi, one thing that surprised me was how vocal he is about stuff that he wants to, or stuff that he wants in the game. And for such a young guy, it's quite surprising to see that he has such a confidence to speak up. And yeah, and coming to Nathan, I think everything. I expected almost everything that how it is. Maybe what surprised me is I don't know how to say this to be exact. I don't know the word for it, but just the way he's thinking about the game is something that I haven't really met yet in a scene, and I think it's definitely a guy I can learn from a lot.
Going back to Nathan and Torsi, they're pretty much the opposite of what you can get for a team. Like Torsi is like this new up-and-coming player that never played Tier 1, and NBK is probably one of the most decorated veterans that you can get. What is their impact for like the team inside of the game, but also outside of the game?
Well, starting with Torsi again, like this guy is a beast. Always on point, always grinding. He's the one who's coming the first into the office. And yeah, he's just a nice guy to have next to you, because it's very motivating to have such a guy in the team. And Nathan, like he's bringing a lot of experience to the team, calmness, confidence, and yeah, I think that he just makes us better in general.
With Torsi coming in, never playing Tier 1 before, do you maybe see yourself a little bit in him as well? And how do you think you can help him to adapt to Tier 1?
I honestly don't think he's gonna have problems adapting. Like he knows what he's capable of. He's very confident in himself, and yeah, I don't think he's gonna have a problem.
So let's talk about the whole new MOUZ lineup. You probably saw what the public opinion is about the lineup. Probably not too positive. What would you tell like these people about this lineup that they don't know about, you know, which also make you sign a new contract because you believe in this lineup? Could you maybe give them the reasons why you feel like this is a good lineup?
Well, if you look at it on the paper, it might not look. It maybe doesn't look like we have the most firepower in the team, but Auri has improved a lot last year, and I see it already now. Like he has a bit big shoes to fill since Rob's left, but Auri and Adam are definitely players that are capable of bringing way more than people think, and Dexter feels way more confident in himself. Yeah, and then something that was something we were missing last year. And coming with Nathan, I think Nathan is gonna be just the glue to connect all this together, and hopefully we're gonna make this work. Like I see the point why people say like this MOUZ lineup is not gonna be good, but trust me, there is a world where we can be good, like can be very good.
And yeah, of course, it's a huge responsibility, but it's also like a good chance for them, right? Like where do you get the chance to like step up, and there's no expectations as well.
Exactly.
Which is also a good situation. So what are your expectations with this new lineup?
Well, I don't want to speak too soon. Like practice has been going well. I do feel like we have improved day by day. Yeah, but I just don't want to speak too soon. Like we have a first tournament coming up for some guys. It's gonna be first Tier 1 tournament. So I don't have like high expectations or high goals. We're gonna take it match by match, and like we're gonna learn from it. We're coming there to gain experience, and or to gain experience as a team, to be more specific. And yeah, I think it should be all right.
So the next tournament coming up is IEM Katowice. What can we expect from the team from that tournament already, since it's not that much time to prepare, right, for a completely new lineup?
Yeah, well, it's good you mentioned that there's not much time to prepare. Like we're playing together for maybe 3 weeks now. Maybe that's even more than it is, but I think we've done actually a lot in the last 3 weeks. And yep, I mean, as I said, we are going there to gain experience. I don't think anybody of us has like goal to get to playoffs or top 4 directly. We go there, we see what we can do, and we will move from that point.
Yep. Then I just have one last question. If you can tell, like imagine I'm a MOUZ fan, what would you tell them to be like getting more confident about this lineup?
I think what is good to keep in mind is that like we have Nathan, who haven't played professionally in, I think he haven't played for like 5 or 6 months. We have a coach and obviously Torsi, who haven't played Tier 1 tournament. But I would like you guys to have a patience with us. Like MOUZ is known to rebuild and basically get the teams back where they were. And yeah, I just don't want to be. Jesus, I'm speaking Slovakian. I just don't want you guys to like call us already a dead team, because like you haven't really seen what we are capable of. And maybe even after first tournament together, like Katowice, we might not do good. We maybe might do insanely good, but I don't think this first tournament should define us as a lineup in the future.